pleased? Second final, second year?
Yeah, very happy. Look, that was always the goal to get to the finals. So on top of it, I'm playing well. So I think it was an exciting match with Stefanos today. First time playing against him, and now Belinda can just play freely, which I think is nice. When you ever get that, you never get that. So I hope it's going to be nice for both of us to play the mixed also afterwards.
I think in that first set there were 8 service games to love there. What was that?
Oh, really? Yeah, things go quick here. I said it a couple of days ago. When you protect your serve well, things can go very quickly here. And, you know, he's a bigger guy, so he can obviously serve the corners well. And when you go through spells, it's just hard to stop the bleeding, you know. And obviously at 30 love up on a faster court also, you start to really relax and you kind of go for your bigger shots. You can take bigger cuts at the second serve as well. All that stuff adding up can create quickly love games, and he did a nice job. I think we both played pretty, how do you say, well without too many mistakes, and then, yeah, you can run through games like that.
You said you enjoy playing the younger guys. I think Stefanos, 17 years, you're a junior. You learned something out there today?
He could be my son. I mean, I learned about his game, I guess, you know. For my game, I didn't learn anything, you know, to be honest. For me, it's about maintaining a good level of play. I'm happy where my game's at, and I was impressed with what I saw from Stefanos, so it was good.
You got any thoughts on your possible rivals in the final? Will it be Germany again or Australia? Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, my thought is that, you know, you would think that Zverev is, the favorite with Angie. I think Zverev is coming in better prepared this year than last year. Last year did a ton of fitness going into the Hopman Cup, so maybe his game was still lacking a little bit. I think it's not the case this time around, and he's a different player. So I think it's, but then again, was Ash playing very well. I mean, everything has to be played, and once you go maybe into a doubles, man, I mean, you just don't know what's going to happen. So from that standpoint, it's always an opportunity, but I'll be excited to watch it tomorrow and see who we play in the finals.
I don't think in 31 years of the Hopman Cup, we've had the same 4 players in a final. You'd be expecting Germany, if they do win through, to step it up and really challenge you this year.
Yeah, I mean, they did last year too, huh? That came down to a really tough mixed at the end to clinch it for us. So it was already very tight last year. This format lends itself really for some exciting tennis, and I love it when it goes down to the wire and the mix is a decider.
We talked about the uncertainty about this event, whether it's come back next year, we're not sure. You mentioned you had started very early here as a sparring partner and won it early on. I think it was your first pro title anywhere, I think that event.
Yeah,
here.
that's right.
So I'm just curious, in this last time, have you been at all allowing yourself to reminisce or sort of soaking or trying to appreciate this one more? It might be the last go around for this year.
Yeah, not so much. It's like if I don't go through my career or my tournaments nowadays thinking like, is this the last time I might play one? You know, so it goes into the same sort of theme, you know. So I just try to enjoy the moment for what it is, and I'm just curious to find out myself as well what's going to happen. You know, I want to see international tennis here in Perth. If it's the Hopman Cup, that's great. And if it's not, well, then it's a pity. And we had an unbelievable event here for so many years. And, you know, I love when they honor great people like Harry Hopman and Lucy Hopman. Did such a wonderful job for so many years. Also to be the patron of the tournament. So I think it also, these events like the Labour Cup too, and other team competitions like the IPTL back in the day, they get the players also closer together, you know, men and women. Of course, we share a lot of tournaments, you know, together, but it's not the same, you know, when you play each other or when you also share the same court. So I think the players have always enjoyed this event, and let's hope it continues in some shape or form.
You mentioned that. We haven't talked to you after the mix against Serena. So what was your lasting memory from that encounter, which got a lot of people very excited?
Yeah, I mean, it was great fun. I really loved it. I'm happy also. I think the hype lived up to what the match was about afterwards. It was great sportsmanship as well from all 4 players. We all enjoyed it. The crowds were really into it. There was no dramas, no, how do you say, like somebody getting hurt or I don't know what happened, you know, you never know. So that was great. And then just being able to face off with Serena and seeing what her game's about, how she plays as a champion, how she reads the game, how her thought process is a little bit, even though I wasn't on her side of the net, but you can see how she thinks with serving. Also, when the rally is moving on, you see why she's won as many doubles matches and especially singles as well, obviously. So it was a big thrill for me. I really enjoyed it.
How do you feel about Serena keeping your racket as a souvenir?
She gave it back to me and said she wasn't sure if she was actually allowed to keep it, and I said, it is for you, so I gave it back again. So it's moved around a little bit, but it's definitely hers. I don't know exactly where it is now, if she's left already or not, but it's hers, yes. So.
Did you get one of hers?
No, but that's her choice. I'm okay either way, but this was not to get a racket from her. This was just a spontaneous, like, why don't you keep the racket? Because her coach had already taken all her bags off the court, which I couldn't believe, but okay, that's what happened. It's quite a service.
Just form-wise, how are you feeling, fitness and form?
Good, very good. I mean, I love this start to the season for me. With the family coming from Dubai to Perth, the jet lag is minimal. Then at the same time you have a match every second day. That's wonderful. If you have any issues whatsoever, you can actually get by rather than it going bang, bang, bang. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches in a row, which can be quite tricky at times. But it's a great test as well to get the body ready. But when you get older, you're happy that it's a more controlled environment, and I get that here in Perth. And plus, the arena is wonderful. The weather is fantastic. It's almost a bit cool, to be honest. When you're sweating, but it's still. I'm very happy where my fitness is at. Yeah.
A lot of players come here to play games in the heat of the day.
Yeah.
How do you kind of get that match fitness in the heat?
Well, I mean, look. Well, I'm not getting the heat thing really going this week. It's not been very hot. I think Melbourne will be the same. So I checked the temperatures over there. I think there's going to be one spike while we are still here, and then it's going to be mild. So. Yeah, you can't go play tennis in a sauna, so I'm just saying it's just be ready when the hot weather comes around, and you just get through somehow. And this is then when hopefully my fitness and my mental toughness is going to get me through there.
Have you been training much during the day while you've been here?
Yes, I mean every day. It's during the day, not never at night. It gets dark too late, and with the treatment, with dinners and all that stuff. We always basically train during the daytime. There's sometimes occasionally like 3% of the time where you practice at night. So we actually, it's just easier to practice during the daytime. I don't know how to tell you for scheduling.
Good initiative. I'm starting being one of the founders of Labour Cup, and I'm wondering if Hopman Cup does get replaced by another event, if you would ever think of starting your own mixed event as well, now that you're in the event creation business.
Yeah, well, I'm a client to teammate, and so am I to the Labour Cup too. I mean, I've tried to get some good input so the players have a good time, and that also we honor the great people, who have paved the way for us. So that was the idea, but no plans yet. All right.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening, guys. Thank you.